Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of the Chelsea Road to Glory. And in today's episode, we have some player picks. We have a lot of player picks, actually. We have so many player picks that it's literally already owned SBC is what I'm gonna call this, because everything we pack is already owned, and it just keeps repeating. And you know, as much as I enjoy the recycling process and doing the player picks and hoping to get something really good, a lot of the times it does get slightly frustrating, where I get to the point where I wish I was packing things that I didn't already own, even if they are garbage. You know, it'd be nice to get the full 200 something cards and then not have to worry about duplicates until I hit the 200 cards, because that's a lot of cards, a lot of fodder. You know, I feel like having a lot of dupes should feel impossible, and it just isn't. You know, yeah, you have dupes everywhere, so that's kind of my problem here, especially with the fact that you can be soft banned for doing so many SBCs. Like when I go on the web app, you know, you can do as many player picks as you can, and then EA is just like, yeah, you're either doing it too fast or you're doing it too many times, where we think you're a robot. And it's just like, thanks for soft banning me because I'm playing the game correctly using your tools, right? Like, there's a lot of people on Twitter that are using pale tools, and I'm just like sitting here with a specific squad that has certain gold rares and non-rare golds that I click on exclude first team when I do these SBCs. So when it uses the commons and the rares to search in the club, it tends to get rid of the Chelsea cards that I want to not accidentally SBC. And I just do that over and over again. And, you know, I get to the point where I've done like 100 player picks and then I get soft banned. Or maybe I do 100 and then 50 more and then I get soft banned. And then I'm like, okay, now I have to use my phone's web app because it's entirely separate. And then I use that until I get to the point where I'm soft banned again, and then I'm back on the console. And I'm just like, okay, now I'm on console. I can't use the other ones probably, so I'm just gonna do the SBC series that I can until, you know, it's time to log off. I've done a lot of player picks, or, you know, I don't feel like spending more time. You know, I tend to record an hour, and if I have time I do more. If I don't have time, you know, that's it. But yeah, I think this is the longest video in a while, maybe. For the Road to Glory episodes, there has been, the previous ones I recorded were pretty short, but this one's pretty long because there is something I need your help with. So there is the Team of the Year evolutions, right? And that doesn't have any requirements. It just changes the design of the card. That is whatever the design is, and it turns it into the Team of the Year. Now, near the last part of this episode, you'll see the cards I'm looking at, but I will talk about it right now just because there's nothing else to talk about in terms of footies, you know. So I think the first card that I was contemplating was Footy's Reece James, and the only reason I'm kind of like not wanting to fully commit to him is because the dynamic image fades into pink, so the pink on top of the blue is kind of not a great move. Maybe if his jersey was blue, it'd be a lot better, because I think he has the away kit on in it. So I'm kind of like, you know, we could have a Team of the Year Reece James, even though it isn't technically a Team of the Year, but it still looks cool. So there's that one. I think another one I'm thinking about that I posted this on Twitter like multiple times, but Kirby is one I'm looking at. You know, she didn't have her end of an era card. She already has her Brighton card in the game. So if EA decide to drop an end of an era Fran Kirby, then it would be a Brighton card, which sucks because I would end up doing it and putting it into the women's team, and she'd be the only one with a Brighton card, even though it's an end of an era Chelsea card. So I don't know whether to wait until EA decide to put some more end of an era cards, or do the team of the year design on her. And you know, she's got the blue kit on, she looks great. It's her triple threat card that I got a long time ago, that I turned into an EVO, that I then upgraded through the EVOs, upgraded through the Footies EVO, and now she's at 94, which is pretty cool. But there also is another Footies EVO that I could put her in first to upgrade her a little bit and then put her in her team of the year. But again, you know, EA could just be like, oh, here's a 97 end of an era Fran Kirby, and then I'm just like, well, I could have put her into that team of the year EVO, she would have been 97, yada yada, but then she would have the Brighton badge, and it's just a lot of work to think about. So there's that one. And then the other card is Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva has already left, so he's not getting any SBC. I don't know if preseason comes out and they do a card for him, which I don't think, because he went to the Brazil league, so I think EA don't have a license list for that, so they ignore that. He's in his Chelsea card, he's in a Chelsea kit, he's zoomed in terms of dynamic images, which is weird. Like, EA did some weird zoom in on some of the dynamics. Like, if you look at the old ones, it's kind of like full body, versus this Thiago Silva is like, you can see from his chest up, compared to his Centurions card, which is like from his waist up. And he's 94 rated. He would look pretty good in the Dream Team, which you haven't seen, but in the Dream Team, Millie Bright is the center back partnership with Thiago Silva. So either they both become team of the years, or he just keeps his end of an era design, which I don't mind keeping as an end of an era design. Who else was the one I was thinking of? Cole Palmer, I should say. I packed his team of the season off camera on a web app exchange, and he looks pretty decent. You know, he's a 94. That's the highest I've got. His Make Your Mark card is a 98, but he's in the England kit, which I kind of don't like. But he looks good in the Team of the Year design either way, even if it is the England kit. So, I mean, do I wait to see if I can get the 98 and then put it in the Team of the Year? Or do I put the Team of the Season into the Team of the Year? You know, decisions. Some people did show me Enzo Fernandez in the Team of the Year design, but I kind of don't like it because he's in the Argentina kit. It just doesn't make sense in my head to put him in that. Let's see what the Cuthbert. Oh my god, I forgot about her. I don't know how I forgot about her, but Cuthbert, she's my, like, I don't know why, but I got so attached to her card ever since it came into the game. And she's a 96. Look at that. Oh my god. Like, I don't have any words for this. But yeah, there's a lot of decisions, and I need your help. You know, which ones? Right now, Twitter is telling me you should do Thiago Silva or Kirby, but Thiago Silva is getting a lot of votes. So, you know, you guys tell me which one seems to fit the best. I don't know who else that I try on here. Maybe it's looking for it. Reece James. There's Reece James. You see how that pink fade is? That's just like not great. But like, if he didn't have that fade, like that would be my number one pick. Just because I love Reece James. He's just so good. And then we have Oscar. How do I forget about Oscar? He's another one that I really like in that, because he's got the blue. You know, that blue is Chelsea blue. There's no other team he was there with that color. Who else? did I try here? Pulisic also was one that I was looking at, but you know, he's a Milan kid, so look at that. That just looks great, doesn't it? I wish I had like 11 of these to put them all in. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys will leave in the comments below who to use this team of the year on, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.